Good afternoon, welcome to Tuesday the 23rd of February Craft Chat. I'm Amanda Fowler, this is the Inspiring Inkin Facebook page. Hello. If you're here, could you say hello? Leave me a message. Let's check on my iPad if I am live. Looks like I am. There we go. Let's see if we've got any comments. Right. Let's see. Okay, can you hear me and see me okay? That would be good to know. Got my coffee. Got some projects to make. We are ready to go. So let's see. Michelle's here, Margaret's here. Hello, Pam and Jan and Michelle and Karen. I've got hiccups. Why, whenever I'm alive, do I end up with hiccups? Good afternoon, Jen. Good to see you too. Right, so how are we in this strange world we are in? I've done a live already this morning with my team of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, and I said to them it feels a bit like the morning after the night before. You know, I feel a bit kind of punch drunk from all the announcements yesterday and trying to get my head around what that actually meant, really. And I'm pleased that we've got a plan. It seems like a very long plan, but that's probably a good plan. I'm saying the word plan a lot, but June seems a long way away. I don't know whether you feel like that. Tell me how you feel. Are you excited? Pleased? And let me know if anyone else has had their jab. Because every time I open my emails, someone else is telling me that they've been jabbed already, which is very cool. So who else is here? Judith is here, Lynn's here, Trish is here, Janet's here. Hi Janet, I spoke to you not 10 minutes ago. And saying hello to everyone, and to Joe, and to Val. Hello. Lots of people saying hello. Lynn's answered all my questions. She's saying she loves that we've got a plan. June isn't that far away. And yes, she's been jabbed. Awesome job. Belinda's had hers. Saturday's having Rosie's. Sorry. Oh no. Rosie. Rosie is having her jab on Saturday. There is no gin in my coffee. Oh dear. Pam's had hers jab as well. Judith's got a new washing line that folds out from the wall. I can't even imagine how that works. Is it like an umbrella type washing line? Obviously I've got no words today, Judith. Or is it like a pulley out one? Mum's here. Hello, Mum. Claire saying hello. And Claire saying hello. Two Claires. Different spellings. Sheridan's here. Faye's here. Claire's saying her latest Stampin' Up! Delivery was 2 days early. There's been quite a bit of that going about. Chris, who might be here, she's often here on a Tuesday afternoon. She got her delivery 2 days early today. I don't know. Maybe they're getting confused between Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah. So, it's like an umbrella, says Judith, her washing line. Hello, Lisa. just seen your embroidery in the crafting corner. Looks very smart. Deborah's here and Scylla's here. Wow, so everyone's in the house today. Yeah, Margaret said we all feel a bit punch drunk after the announcements. Absolutely, and you know, I am grateful that everyone's safe currently. You know, and that's the important thing, isn't it? It's keeping everyone safe in the meanwhile. And I'm really pleased that everyone's having their jabs. Brian and I, so Brian's, I've got to think about this, 55, I'm 50, but I don't know how old I am, 52, Mum, I'm a 52, yeah, 52, I'm 52, so we'll be in kind of April time, I think, so that's exciting. Yeah, we've got a plan. We can work to a plan, can't we? Anne saying that she had her jab last Monday and she's hoping for a delivery that's 2 days early. Yeah. Claire says I'm still a baby. Hi, Deborah from Calgary. How's Calgary? We've actually got blue skies this morning. It was so glorious to see the sunshine. Where I have my coffee in the morning, that sounds really posh. It's on the sofa in my lounge, but when I open the curtains are south facing, so I can look out my window and see the sun coming up. And again, that sounds really amazing, doesn't it? I can see the sky changing colour behind all the houses. But it was glorious this morning. It was all oranges and pinks and things. It was really lovely. But then I was going, red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning. And I'm thinking, does that mean we're going to get bad weather? I don't know. Maybe it's just an old wives' tale. I don't know. Does anyone know? Sarah was saying it was 19 degrees in France. That's not fair, Sarah. That's like flip-flop weather. That's amazing. So you've had all the snow and now you've got 19 degrees. Crikey. It's nice and warm. Enjoy it. Hi, Sue. And Deborah's saying the sun's just coming up now. I'm grateful that you're popping in this early. That's really good. It's Sarah saying it's too hot for February. No, it's never too hot. I like the warm. Definitely like the warm. If you would be very kind, can you share this video? There's a little white arrow with the word share. If you click on that, it'll post it on your Facebook page. And it just means then that I can potentially reach more people, which is always really good. I've got a few things to talk to you about. I've got it is a box, but it's not box shaped to show you later. So you need to hang around for that. But first I've got these two cards that I made that were on my blog on Friday, and I had a couple of questions about how I got a coloured bow tie and the coloured tie, and it wasn't until I actually got the questions that I realised that I'd actually done it differently, because I just, yeah, I don't know. So this one is Night of Navy stamped on Coastal Cabana cardstock. Yeah. And then this one is Night of Navy ink, and I've coloured it in with actually Bermuda Bay blends, because there isn't a Coastal Cabana blends, but Bermuda Bay. But you could do either either way. It would work. It's just that I wanted that to be completely flat, and I wanted that to be sticky up. So that's kind of why I did it that way. But if you were wondering, there's the answers. Okay. I also today found out, with the help of the lovely Michelle, that I think I know what's caused. The last couple of times we've had a bit of a glitch and the sound and stuff's gone on some of my lives, and I think it's to do with my iPad, which is kind of connected to the same Wi-Fi. So I'm hoping it's not going to happen today, but I would just appreciate you every now and again typing in a message so I know that people are still there and you can still hear me, because that's really good. So that's good. Okay. So what do I have to tell you in the world of Stampin' Up today? So the first thing is orders and shipping seems to be getting back to, I wouldn't say normal, but what I think is going to be the new normal. It's about 10 days, but I would allow 14 days for your delivery from when you place your order. Track your order. There's a new tracking system. I've emailed everybody about it, but there's a new tracking system and you can put a mobile telephone number in and you can get text updates, which is really cool. Do kind of keep an eye on it. If it seems to be stuck anywhere, so, and by stuck, I mean it doesn't move for 2 or 3 days, or it's sort of stops tracking. So it might get to a place and then it doesn't get scanned or anything for 2 or 3 days. Parcels are still kind of getting stuck. And it could be to do with customs, it could be to do with Brexit stuff, it's all sorts of different things, and it's also to do with the sheer volume of parcels going through UPS at the moment. So, you know, there is a possibility that it might stay in one place for 2 or 3 days, but if you see anything that kind of looks a bit weird, then let me know and I will investigate it for you. But obviously, unless you let me know, I can't see that, I can't track it, because obviously I have to go in and get all the tracking numbers and stuff. So just let me know if there is something weird. Hi Anita, hello Gillian, and hello Maureen. So yeah, so that is Joanne's here. Saying and relax. Yes, indeed. So happy with shipping and so on. Yeah, so everyone who was missing orders, all of their orders have now been sorted out. So we're all good. Yeah, so Belinda's saying that her order was 10 days and tracking showed that once it moved through Frankfurt, it moved pretty quickly, and back ordered products are moving well as well. So yeah, so I think we're all good. So that leads me on to the next thing. It is the 23rd of February. You have 5 days. 5 days left of Sale-a-Bration, which is this. And I've been talking about it since the beginning of January, but I'm going to talk about it again today, just to clarify a few things. So the first thing is, if you are considering joining my team please get in touch with me in the next day or two, so that we can talk about it. The 28th is a weekend, so the last day is Sunday, and it's always better to join during the week, just to make sure that everything goes through and it's all fine. The joining process is very quick. It's all done online, so it doesn't take very long, but most people have questions, so I would love to chat to you about it. And if you've never heard me talk about being a demonstrator before, a few things for you to know. The first thing is, being a demonstrator is a title, it's not a requirement. So if you want to join and get a discount on your products, maybe sell some things to, you know, your family and friends, then that's fine. You don't have to be a demonstrator and go out and do parties or classes or do Facebook Lives or whatever. It is all about you and what you want to do. Equally, if you want to build a business, you can absolutely do that too. And I have a huge range of people in my team, people who have joined, who want to give up their full-time jobs. I have people who are their only customer, and everybody is welcome to join my team and to just buy the best crafting products there are at a discount. That's the first thing, but also to be able to be part of a community. Now, we're a real fantastic community here on the Inspiring Inkin Facebook page and in my Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner, and I'm truly blessed. I have some of the best customers in the world, and I also have the best team. So it's great. It's a really good opportunity to join, and right now is, well, it's an amazing deal. It's an amazing deal anytime, but it's a really good deal right now. So to join, you need to buy your starter kit, which costs £99, and included in that are your business tools, so catalogues and order forms, that kind of stuff, and also £130 worth of products, and you can pick those products. So it's not like a standard kit. You can pick whatever you want out of the annual catalogue or the spring and summer catalogue. You also get £50 worth of patterned paper, as well as like a bonus, and it's these papers here, and basically these are colour stacks. So in each pack there are 48 sheets of 6x6 papers, and it basically means you've got two different patterns in every single colour that we have in the Regals, Brights, Subtles, Neutrals, and the current in the colours. That's an additional £50 worth of papers. You have quarterly minimums to achieve. The first quarterly minimum is due at the end of June, and I can talk to you all about that. And what I always recommend is that we have a chat on the phone, because it's much easier rather than emailing backwards and forwards and so on. So I can give you a ring and we can have a chat. So if your wish list is long, then please consider joining. My team has been growing over it grows all the time, but over last Sale-a-Bration it's been growing quite a lot. I had a lovely lady join me yesterday. I've had another email this morning, and I'm making a call tomorrow to speak to somebody about joining as well. So do consider that. So let's have a look. Yeah. everything. Joanne's going, no, Sale-a-Bration's not finishing. Yes, it is finishing. Yeah. So you've got until the end of February. Okay, so that's the joining offer. The other offers are for the goodies. So I'm just going to quickly run through them again in case for some reason you've missed them. The items I'm going to show you now are all available if you spend £45. So you've got this lovely patterns paper. You've got the donkeys. You've got a birthday stamp set. Ombre paper stamp set. Ombre paper stamp set? What kind of nonsense is that? Ombre paper, even. Corner bouquet stamp set. Heal Your Heart stamp set. And Flower and Field paper as well. And so that is for a £45 spend. If you then go, if you go to a £90 spend, you can have this, which is the Touch of Ink stamp set, which is what I showed you last week. Or this one, which is a berry stamp set and a pack of paper. But obviously, if you are considering placing a £90 order, do think about joining. Because obviously that is the best deal in the book. So there you go. So any questions about Sale-a-Bration, just either put them in the comments or just send me a quick email. And if you want to have a chat about joining, then do the same. So end of February, so March craft along. So I'm currently working on January's craft along, but we'll put that to one side for a second. But March craft along is using the Well Suited product suite. So let me show you what that is. That is this one. So it's really cool, really lovely papers. Hopefully you can see the papers. Fabulous dies, and that's what we're going to be using for the March craft along. So you get the March craft along for free if you place a £40 order during February. And you need to make sure you use the host code. So you pop the host code in when you're placing the order, and when I email you to thank you for your order, I give you the opportunity of either having a thank you card and gift, which some of my customers take, or having the March craft along. If your order is over £150 and you qualify for your host rewards, then you also get the craft along, but you don't put in the host code. So when your order goes to 150, you don't put it in, and you get your own rewards, but I give you the craft along too. If you're not placing an order, then you can join in with craft along by going to my booking site, which is bookwen.com/inspiringinkin, and you can purchase a craft along kit. So, and you can purchase it whether you're in the UK or in France, Germany, Austria or the Netherlands, and I will ship it to you. So that's your other option. Val wants to know where you are with your craft along. What? So which ones you've signed up for, Val? you can go to the Bookwhen website and just log in, and it will show you what your bookings are. If you don't know how to do that, then ping me an email, and then I'll pick it up when I get back. When I go back downstairs to my office, because I'm only working for a little bit this afternoon, because obviously I have got February craft along this evening. It's all go here today. Hello, Stella. Texas is in the house. So, Stella, have you got power and snow still? Been watching the weather report, the reports. Crazy weather you've been having. Right. Okay. I have had my slurp of coffee. What I am going to do today is try not to eat these. Look what I have here. Ooh. Oh, she's got water and power. That's gone. Look. Cream eggs. I'm very excited about the cream eggs. I'm going to try not to eat them. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to sort out some packaging for Easter eggs, little Easter eggs, so that they don't look like Easter eggs. Because, you know, it's nice to get something that it doesn't look like, I can say this, doesn't look like the thing it is. So, Brian loves Toblerone. And it's a very, very distinctive box because it's a triangle. So we go in the family to great lengths in wrapping it up so it doesn't look like it's Toblerone. So I think Mum's here. I think Mum wrapped up Brian's Toblerone with ginger nuts, which is another of his favourites. So that obviously she put them side by side, so it was the wrong shape. You know, I hide it inside tubes and boxes and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, to hide things. So we have a bit of a tradition in this family of wrapping things up so they look different. So I was pondering about what I could do with a cream egg. And, you know, I could have made basket, and you'll probably see me do baskets and various other things as well. But I thought I would do something that was a bit different. So that's what we're going to be making today. But whilst I bought the cream eggs, I also found these. Now, I am not really a fan of Maltesers. I like Horlicks, but I'm not really a fan of Maltesers. I don't like the kind of crunchy, bitey bit. I don't know, makes my teeth go on edge. But the Malteser bunnies have like little bits of the crunchy stuff, and they don't set my teeth on edge. So I thought, oh, they're quite cute. And they come individually wrapped, which I thought, well, that's great because they can go in the packaging that I've got. But I opened one. Don't tell Brian. And look how cute this is. This is not an advert, but look how cute that is. So cute. I'm hoping that it's gonna, so cute. What are you gonna do? Bite its head off? Bite its feet off? Bite its head off. Anyway, right. I have I have got mini eggs as well, but I'll eat the rest of the bunny in a minute. So let's have a look. So Belinda has cream eggs too. Val likes the other mini eggs. What are these ones, Val? So Sarah, which eggs are you missing? What can't you get in France? Yeah, Brian's downstairs working. It'll be fine. But these are his favourites, so he'll get these later. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what we're going to make to put these cream eggs in. All of them. Everyone's now craving chocolate. I know, but you need to, honestly, you need to get some more of these. It's really nice. Right, I'm going to turn the camera around and eat the rest of this bunny. Right. Oh, it's so good. Right. I don't normally like white chocolate particularly either. Right. There we go. Okay, so when I designed this, as always, I designed one thing and then I made a bigger one and a smaller one because you can. So let me show you what I made. So I was inspired by the Toblerone and I've made a triangle box. And look, they'll fit. So we've got this size. So this is the size I'll show you, but you can make a teeny one, or you can make a really big one. You would get a lot of cream eggs in that one. So let me just tell you the sizes of these, because I know when this goes on YouTube later, people will want to know how big the actual box is. So this box is 8.5 inches long and sort of 3.5 inches wide. This one is 6 inches long. Can't be. No, I've made this one slightly smaller. Ignore that. I'll remeasure it because I've made it a bit smaller so that we can... Oh no. No, that's right. No, that's 6. It's 6 inches. That's fine. Yeah. And it's about 2.5 inches wide. And then the tiddly biddly one is 4 inches and about 1 3/4 inches wide. Okay, so of course I have all the measurements for you. So this 9x9 is this middle size, so that's where I'm going to start. And then you've got, it's a 6x6 and a 12x12. Okay, so the paper that I'm using is all the Blooms paper that's free in Sale-a-Bration. So yeah, make sure you get it before it's gone for good. Right, so you've got a 9x9 inch and you are going to score using the bigger ball tool, not the skinny one, the bigger one, because you're putting it on patterned paper. You are going to score it at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, 8 3/4. Sorry, 8 1/4. There you go. That's what the measurement is, 8 1/4. You're going to turn and score it at 1 1/2 and 7 1/2. And that's all the scoring. So what I'm actually going to do very quickly, whilst I've got the scoreboard out, is I'm just going to score these other sizes, and then I'll be able to make them all together. So this is the 6 by 6, so we're scoring at 1 3/4, 3 1/2, 5 1/4, and then we're going to turn and score it at 1 inch and at 5. And then on the 12 by 12, which is the big bit, we're scoring at 3 1/2, 7, 10 1/2, turn and score at 1 3/4 and 10 1/4. Okay, I'll leave that there. Ooh. And I'll just get my bone folder and just going to reinforce all of these score lines on all of the papers. Now, obviously I'm making them in paper, and that means that they're not going to be able to take a huge amount of weight. So, you know, you're not going to be able to put a mountain of chocolate in there. But this biggish size, actually, you could get 3 pairs of socks in there, or a scarf, or a hat, all sorts of different things. But obviously you can also make these out of cardstock. You could stamp it or emboss it first. That would all look, they would all equally look as nice. Then there's this one, so I'm just gonna score this. Right, okay. So I'm just going to make one first and talk you through it, and then whilst we're chatting I'll kind of make the others. So you've got 3 sections, because this is a triangle, you've got 3 sections that are exactly the same size, and then you've got one which is skinny, and the skinny one is your glue strip. But what we're going to do is we're just going to cut the rectangle from this edge here on both sides, and then just cut a tiny sliver off that, and it just makes it easier to glue. Now normally when we make a box I try and stick it kind of when it's flat, but obviously this is 3-sided, so you're not going to be able to do that. So you do have to kind of stick it in the air. So I use tape for this rather than using my normal Tombow glue, because I want it to stick quickly. I don't want to have to keep holding it. So just put tape along that edge like that, And then, particularly if you don't have nails, use your pokey tool to lift the backing off rather than piggling at it. And then you've got this score line here. What we want is this cut edge to go on that score line, and I find it easier to put my fingers underneath and to just line it up like so. There we go. Okay, so now all we've got to do is do the ends. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut on the score line, but then I'm just going to cut a wedge out of the sides, and what you need it to be is slightly smaller. I'm hoping the camera's going to be able to pick this up. Slightly smaller than where it's folding into. So I'll just do that again with this side. So I'm just cutting along that score line and then just cutting a wedge in. And do the same here. And then I am going to use my Tombow glue, but again you can use your tape if you want to. Or I would be using my Tombow glue if it hadn't gummed up on me. Oh, there we go. So pop that down like so, and then a little bit more on this last piece. And fold that down. Now, can you see on this side here, I've got some extra, overlapping extra bits. So all you need to do is just trim that off on both sides. And you can make it nice and smart on the end. So you can stick your finger down, or you can use your bone folder at the base, and then we're going to do the same with this side. So we're going to cut there, and then we're just going to trim each side. There we go. And then these pieces are going to fold in. Now I'm just going to trim that off slightly better. Now, obviously, if I glue this down, I won't be able to put the treats in, which I am going to do in a second. But also the person receiving this is going to have to destroy the box to get in it. Now, I don't mind that. That's okay, because this is kind of wrapping paper and shape all at once. But if you don't want them to destroy the box, what you can do is just use a glue dot there and just secure it like that. But let's see if all the cream eggs will fit. I think they will. Yeah, look at that. It was like it was meant to be. Right, so what I am going to do is I'm going to seal this up. That means then I can't eat them. Certainly not until I have taken pictures. So that's not too bad. Right, so let's just... Oh, it's bulging a bit. Okay. I'm going to take one out. I'm going to take one out because it's bulging. There we go. We'll take one out. There we go, that's better. Okay, and then I have in here somewhere, famous last words, I have this ribbon. Now, this ribbon, I think, is in this book. Yeah, it is. Blushing Bride, so it's on page 11. And this ribbon is incredible. So it's here. It's number 5. It's Blushing Bride Metallic Ribbon. And when you look at it, it looks really lovely. You've got this beautiful satin colour ribbon. But then when you look at the reverse, look at that. It's this amazing gold metallic. And it's like sand. And that probably doesn't sound really cool. But it's glistery and sparkly and just amazing. So anyway, I just thought it was such a cool thing. So I am tying a bow on this, on like the long edge, because it doesn't matter which way you try to do it, you can't tie a bow. Yep. You can't tie a bow going that way round because it slides off. So Katie says that this ribbon would look great with the seashell set. Yes, and that's why for team training, for the all-day team training, the team are getting some of this ribbon in their kit. So there you go. So I've got, that's just a really lovely packaging. And then what you can do is punch yourself out a little tag. And if you haven't seen this punch before, this punch is really cool because it's got like a little hole punch as well. So it makes a little tag, so you can pop a little tag on, but it also means that you can put a little hole in, and then this piece, that's like a ribbon slot, which is cool. Okay, so that is the medium size. Let me just work on the little one. So do you have any questions about what I've just made? So making them is exactly the same each time. Obviously on this one that I just made, I cut these sections when it was already stuck together, but there's no reason why you can't cut them earlier. So you can cut into there and then cut these wedge pieces out. So you can do it sort of now. So it kind of looks like that. And is the sound still okay? I had a couple of comments on my YouTube channel the other day that was saying that the sound was quiet, and I checked all the settings and everything and it all looks fine, but it's always a worry when you think that people can't hear you. So again, I'm putting tape on this section here. Good. So I've put the tape on. And again, what I'm doing is I've got the score line here and I'm just measuring that up so that it just sticks there. And then these bits are going to fold in. Now I'm going to have to trim those a little bit more because obviously this is a bit smaller box. So let's just see. Let's just do that one a bit more as well. And that one. So that one's going there. And that one's going there. Okay, so in this box, when we get to the big box, I haven't got anything to put in the big box. But in this box, I thought what we'd do is we put a Maltese, a bunny, and some of these mini eggs. Now, can somebody explain to me why we have an Easter bunny and we have eggs? I'm just asking because it makes no sense to me. And I remember the kids being confused by that as small children. And you know, I'm only talking about the chocolate part of Easter. But why? Because a bunny can't lay eggs. Symbol of new life, says Sarah. Yeah. I'm determined to get more eggs in there. Brian's going to be a happy soul, isn't he, when these arrive? Ooh! I didn't eat it, honest. Right. I've got a mouthful of Easter egg now. Honestly, I love chocolate so much. Right. So, there we go. Oh dear. Okay. Right, let me just glue this. And then I will read out some of the comments because it's making me giggle. Right. Da, da, da. I've just got to trim that one off. There we go. So, that fits a Malteser bunny and some little eggs. Okay, so I was laughing because Belinda said bunnies just poop, which wouldn't be very appropriate. Nope, that's not appropriate. Ah, okay, so Claire's saying the pagan tradition, it was originally a hare. We've got several comments saying rabbits are a symbol of new life. Sarah's saying rabbits symbolise fertility. Lynn's saying it's because they're cute. Margaret is saying, goodness me, I don't know where the bunnies come from. So yeah, exactly. So let's have a look. Katie's saying that these would look great with one end not folded and left open and 3 stuck together as a desk tidy. Yeah, we like that as a plan too. Let me just make this last one. That would work. You'd have to, if you're going to use them as kind of any kind of desk tidy type thing, you definitely need to make them out of cardstock. As otherwise, it would not work. So, let's just cut these and then cut these. Now you can measure this. I know for some of you, you really won't want to do what I'm doing, which is just kind of wing it with the cutting, you can measure it, obviously. Ooh. I would be very interested, if you make any of these boxes, I would be very interested to know what you've put in them. So you've got the small one, which is the 6-inch square. You've got the medium one, which is the 9-inch, and the large one, which is the 12-inch. Okay, so let's have a look. Ooh! Belinda's going to do actual Maltesers with a bunny stamped on it, and it's an Easter version of reindeer poop. Genius. Yes, genius. Belinda. Oh! In France, we have chocolate bells, and the bells fly off to Rome. That's so... What? But so not like bells with wings, just, that's just, isn't it? It's very interesting. Traditions around the world are so exciting. What does Texas and Calgary have for Easter? Do anything different? Right, because this is so much bigger, I'm putting 2 bits of tape on. I'm going to put one up there and then one further down. So let's have a look. There we go. Lots of cows in Texas. Don't have Easter cows though, do you, Stella? There we go. Okay. So, I mean, look at, honestly, I can get my whole arm in there. It's huge. This is huge. So let's just trim that down. So like Val's idea, she buys 2 lots of chocolate, one for her and one for gifts. Yeah. Well, I have to say there were Brian raised eyebrows when I went to the shop this morning to go and get the eggs. He said, "You know that they won't last. They'll be eaten." I'm going, well, yeah. But the simple pleasures in life, it's good. Right, so let's just stick that bit down there like that. Ooh. Okay, so Daphne's saying great idea for gift wrapping for table decorations. Oh, Jan, good. That's all okay then. She's okay. Kinder eggs were always a hit with her daughter. They love Cadbury mini eggs, but they're a bit different in colours. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because our mini eggs are always these kind of pale colours. I'm not going to eat any more because I've got to give these to Brian. But they're always the pale sort of yellow, and then this brown. But yeah, I have to give these back to Brian because they are his favourite. After Toblerone. Cold windy day chocolate is always good. Absolutely. Okay, so then this one is going to go down like that. Look at the size of that. Right, so I'm not going to seal this, but what I'll do is put a glue dot on it, because then I can unstick it later. Famous last words. Let me just, ooh, that is not quite tucked in. There we go. So Deborah's saying she's going to go to the British shop. You have a British shop, Deborah? That's like so strange. We don't have a Canadian shop. Do you have like cornflakes and things there? What other things do you have? Then have a good time. Lisa's saying I could put the Toblerone in there. I could. Yeah, that would be a bit of a giveaway though, eh, Lisa, wouldn't it? That would just be a bit crazy. So let me just show you 1, 2, 3. So this is what Katie was suggesting to do. Kind of stick them all together. I'm not quite sure how, but kind of like that. You might want to make them bigger, different sizes. So Lynn's saying there was a British shop in Italy as well. And Sarah's saying the British section in the supermarket in Lyon became the American section with Brexit. It's because we're not the French's favourite currently. It'll be okay eventually, Sarah. Ooh, Sharwood curry powders, says Deborah. Dry goods, crackers, chocolate and candies, even frozen baked goods. Ah, so Katie's suggestion wasn't what I did. She meant 3 the same size. Well, actually, if you did 6 the same size, you'd make like a hexagon. A Velcro dot. Melinda, I like your thought process. So Sarah's put a sad face and Marmite. So Sarah, is that because you like Marmite and you can't get it? My sister-in-law comes, when she comes over, she buys it by the truckload. Right, so there we go. I don't know, shall I pop that up on its end? Does that look better? Move that out of the way. Just try not to eat any more chocolate. There you go. So there are my 3 triangle boxes. I hope you've enjoyed those today. Hiding the cream eggs and the bunnies. That was very tasty. It was a very tasty bunny. I'm going to have to go and put the cream egg in the fridge now. So there you go. So I am going to love you and leave you. I am going to go and do a little bit more work. Then I'm going to go and put my feet up for an hour, because I will be back here. Not actually here though. I will be back in the Inspiring Inking Crafting Corner at 7 p.m. because it is time for February Craft Along, which I'm very excited about. So I will see many of you there, even if you haven't got a kit. If you want to come and pop into the Craft Along group and see what we get up to, you would be most welcome. I start promptly at 7 o'clock, and we've got 3 cards and a very cute something else. So I was, I'm not going to tell you. I will see many of you this evening. If not, I will see you next week. 2 o'clock on a Tuesday here on my Facebook page as always. Remember, you've got until Sunday to get your orders in for Sale-a-Bration and the March craft along. And if you want to purchase any of the products that you've seen, you can go over to my blog, which is www.inspiringinkin.com, and you can click on the links and that will take you to the online store. And the Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner group I have mentioned is here on Facebook. You have to request to join. There are 2 questions. The first question is, what is your favourite crafting? And the second question is, do you agree to the rules? So you just need to tell me what type of crafting you like and agree to the rules, and I will let you in. But make sure that you try and get in way before 7 o'clock this evening, because once I'm live, I won't get the notifications. I'm going to take a breath now and just double check that there isn't any more information. Let's have a look. Yeah, I will be live at 7 p.m. tonight. That's UK time. And I'm looking forward to seeing lots of you then. All right, so take care of yourselves. I will see you next week. Bye.